me, love me, love me. Aisha, love me, love me, love me. Aisha, love me, love me, love me. There's so much things I wonder how she. Her favorite color, favorite singer, and both sides. Boy, I could done see her.
Got some 12 minutes on to 8.
They happening and it could.
Let's see if I can get Burton back on the line.
I can't even think about phoning, cause I'm gonna end up doing all the talking, but I still can't get this thing off.
I apologize for all the glitch this morning.
Love me, but she's shy. I can't get no conversation from she. Don't care how hard I try. Aisha love me. I just know by the way she has watched me when I'm passing. Always tell me so. Aisha love me, love me, love me. 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 Sometime I just sit and wonder, what must I do? I wish I knew of a plan. Maybe the next time I see her, what I should do, make her to understand that nothing is wrong with being shy, and she shouldn't be afraid of I try to get her start a conversation. Aisha love me, but she's shy. I can't get no conversation from she. Don't care how hard I try. Aisha love me. I just know by the way she does watch me when I'm passing. Her eyes tell me so. Aisha love me, love me, love me.
All right, let's see if I find Burton. Burton, are you there?
Eyes tell me so. Me love me.
Let's see if I find Burton. I think that I'm seeing him. Burton?
I'm here, Spicy. I've been here waiting.
Welcome back.
Well, thank you.
Welcome back.
Um, I
And
don't
you
know, but the Gremlins seems to be striking us with with venom this morning. I don't know what's happening, but as I said, sometimes these things do happen, and when they do, we just have to cope with them the best we possibly can.
it does. So we were talking about the agriculture forum that they
Yes.
had this week. Hmm.
Yes, and I was saying that I hope coming out of that forum or symposium, whatever it was, um, that there would be some positives, because we know that for the last 20 plus years, the agricultural sector in St. Vincent has been neglected. We know that. There's no question about that. In fact, it has been reported, documented that those from the governing party have said some time ago that agriculture is a thing of the past. And because of that neglect, food security in St. Vincent has now become a major issue. And so I hope, and from those of us looking in, and even those on the inside who are
Wow.
aware of the circumstances, we hope that something positive comes out of that symposium.
Let's hope so. So while we are talking about the agricultural aspect, I must let you know also that, we were devastated by Hurricane Beryl, especially those persons in the Grenadine Island. And on
Yes.
Thursday, NEMO Secretariat, along with representatives of the Ministry of National Security, they held a meeting with local actors on the ground on Myro and Union Island. The agenda for these visits included meetings with the emergency committees on both islands to follow up on concerns and progress thus far in relief, recovery, rehabilitation efforts. Assessments were also made to this progress whilst visiting the community kitchen on both islands and the National Emergency Management Organization NEMO warehouse on Union Island. So that's the latest with where that is concerned in
Well,
terms of.
well, yes, and again, let's send our best wishes to the people who have been badly affected by Hurricane Beryl, especially those of the Southern Grenadines, those who had to leave or evacuate their island for various reasons. And for those who are undergoing this period of recovery, our hearts go out to them, our best wishes go out to them. And we could only hope that those who have the reins of power at the moment, that they would step up for the people, especially the people of the Southern Grenadines, and that the recovery process, that the rebuilding process ought not to be done on a political basis, but it ought to be done on the basis of people in need. People, not people belonging to any particular party, but people who are in need and people who are to benefit from the rebuilding process. St. Vincent Grenadines has received quite a lot, and when I say quite a lot, I know that's a loose phrase, but St. Vincent and the Grenadines has received a significant amount of aid, and that aid, which is meant for the people in the rebuilding process, ought to be used for that, and there ought not to be politics being played as far as that is concerned. And whilst we are that spicy, let me just say that because I am conscious that time is of the essence, especially that we've been robbed this morning of much of our time. But let me just say that that those people of the Southern Grenadines, we are with you, our hearts are with you, and we could only appeal to those in authority who have the power and who have the financial might to assist you, that they will.
We want to wish them a speedy recovery and that everything would get back in normal.
Yeah, well,
So
speed is relative right now because Beryl has been a few months now, and some in the minds of some people, the rebuilding process, the recovery process, is taking a significant amount of time. So let's hope that it is speeded up. We know that in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, speed doesn't necessarily mean haste, or haste doesn't mean speed, whichever way around. But let's hope that the minds of the people, the will of the people who are meant to assist NEMO and everyone else involved, national security, everyone else involved, ought to pull together, along with all of those volunteer organizations, including the opposition as well, ought to step up and assist the people of the Southern Grenadines in particular, who have suffered and continue to suffer in some cases.
we need this cohesive unit.
We do. There's something I want to mention as well before we depart. A couple of months ago, in fact, 2 months ago, on the 10th of October, 10th of this month, we on A View from the Outside here did a program called Is Justice Delayed, Justice Denied? And essentially that program was featured the whole delay in the legal process of the civil servants, the teachers, the public servants who were fired as a result of the government's vaccine mandate. We know that the Court of Appeal met, and it's over 5 months now. At the time when we did that program, I believe it was over 3 months that they met, and no decision has been handed down up to now. This is 5 months. We're talking 5 months, almost a half a year, when a court heard the arguments from both sides, when a court is supposed to make the decision. And to date, no decision has been made. I mean, in a lot of instances, that is almost laughable. But the matter is so serious that one cannot laugh about it. It's the lives of people that is on the line. It's the employment of people that is on the line. It is the lives of children and their parents that are on the line. And therefore, the Court of Appeal ought to have some, well, conscience perhaps, or to have some consideration for the people involved. Whatever their decision is, one cannot perceive that a decision is taking that long. I am part of the legal process, and I don't want to say too much that might probably tip me over the edge. But it is clear that a decision needs to be made in respect of the public servants who are fired by the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Whichever way that decision goes, a decision needs to be made. A judgment needs to be handed down, and the people need to have some sort of assurance as to what ground do they stand on. You know, I mean, I couldn't let this morning's program pass without that. I know that we're stuck for time. I'll probably hold you to it to give me back my time, but hey, that's not how it works in real life. I want to say to the New Democratic Party, I know that they're having a convention tomorrow in North Leeward. I know that there's a lot of energy around the party at the moment with Dr. Kishore Shallow, who was elected quite recently as the candidate, for North Leeward. Conroy Huggins for Central Leeward, and all the other candidates from all the other constituencies: Chevron John, North Windward, Lavon Gibson Velox, East St. George, and all the others. West Kingston, East Kingston, my mates Daniel Cummins and Major Sinclair Leacock and Dr. Godwin Friday and all of the others whom I have not mentioned. I wish them a successful day tomorrow, and I hope that the energy which is currently been felt even from across the miles, that energy propels the party into the next few months, into the next few years, into government for that matter, and so that the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines can have the change which they seek. Spicy, I don't think I am permitted to say much more, but let me just say to the listeners, thanks again for tuning in. We apologize for the glitches that have happened this morning, but these are things that are beyond our control. So until next week.
Thank you, Britton. Do have a successful week ahead.
Tune into Nice Radio every Saturday at 7:30 a.m. for A View from the Outside, hosted by Brayton Horn. A View from the Outside takes a look at key issues affecting St. Vincent and the Grenadines and gives a global perspective on how these issues are viewed. Host Brayton Horn will examine a variety of topics to enlighten, stimulate debate, and explore solutions. Hear the facts, hear the real-life stories, hear A View from the Outside. Join Brayton Horn at 7:30 a.m. every Saturday on Nice Radio for A View from the Outside.
Examine a variety of topics to enlighten, stimulate debate, and explore solutions.
You have been listening to the program A View from the Outside with Brayton Horn. So there was discussion on agriculture. And Brayton was questioning the situation in the courts where persons were relieved in the vaccine mandate, where public servants were relieved from their jobs. didn't hear from Dave this morning, but what we're going to do, we're going to go right into Nice Radio's news highlights and sports at this time.
Sufferers only want to hear where the next food coming from.
And now for Nice Radio's local news and sports.
Nice Radio's local news is coming to you with the compliments of the following.
Now, let's be real. We're not all police officers, but we all want to safeguard our finances. And that's why the Police Cooperative Credit Union is open to everybody. That's right. We cater for anybody. At a brand new location, too. Step up to the Police Cooperative Credit Union headquarters on Bay Street between Diamond Girl and Lanes number 2. And we provide a range of top-class financial services, including fixed deposits, quick cash, savings, and loans, and a survivor's benefit grant of $5,000. We're open 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday and up to 11:30 on Saturday. Check us out on Facebook or call Police Cooperative Credit Union at 485-6840. And remember, even if you're not a police officer, we're cool with that.
Beryl, an early hurricane of unprecedented intensity, is fresh in our memory. The International Panel on Climate Change predicts for 2024 and beyond increased severity of weather and hurricanes due to global warming. Be smart, plan ahead. We can take steps ourselves to minimize loss and suffering from these threats. At Lanes, we have the necessary products, flashlights, water tanks, generators, water pumps, and more that you should have to provide you with safety and comfort. Whether building a new or reinforcing existing structures, Lanes can provide both product and specialty consultation advice at our Home Vision department. Protect your family and protect your home. Lanes, 784-456-1411.
And now for Nice Radio's local news and sports.
Nice Radio's local news is coming to you with the compliments of the following.
Now, let's be real. We're not all police officers, but we all want to safeguard our finances. And that's why the Police Cooperative Credit Union is open to everybody. That's right. We cater for anybody. At a brand new location, too. Step up to the Police Cooperative Credit Union headquarters on Bay Street between Diamond Girl and Lanes number 2. And we provide a range of top-class financial services, including fixed deposits, quick cash, savings, and loans, and a survivor's benefit grant of $5,000. We're open 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday and up to 11:30 on Saturday. Check us out on Facebook or call Police Cooperative Credit Union at 485-6840. And remember, even if you're not a police officer, we're cool with that.
Welcome to Nice Radio's news highlights, local, regional, and international, presented by Cheryl Matthews. First off, the local news. The New Democratic Party, NDP, this country's main opposition party, will be hosting its annual convention on Sunday, October 13. The event is expected to draw party members, supporters, and key figures as they gather to discuss the party's vision, policies, and strategies for the upcoming year. This convention comes at a crucial time as the NDP continues to position itself as a strong alternative to the current administration. Party leadership will address pressing national issues, outline their goals, and rally support ahead of the next general election. We hear more from Dr. Friday.
All right. So here we are, fellas.
We did here?
We are going to North Leeward on Sunday. Last Sunday, we had a fantastic convention. The first leg. This one is for everybody. And I know that everybody is going to be there. We have vans, we have boats, but we also want to invite you. Everybody, you're coming there, you have space in your car, bring somebody. You could walk to the playing field at Petit Bodel, walk and come. We want to make sure that this whole place is full up because this is a time for celebration. It is a time for us to pull together and to get this thing done. And what we're going to do, this is all in preparation for us to change the government so that we can start the work of changing and improving St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So we're looking forward to it. And here now, one of the things we've been doing over the past several months, as you will have noticed, is we putting our team together one by one. The best team ever to contest election here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And you know why? Because we want to have the best team ever to govern St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because that is what it's going to take to pull us back from the precipice, to dig us out of the hole that Ralph Gonsalves and the ULP put us in. We are going to get it done.
That was Leader of the Opposition, the Honorable Dr. Godwin Friday. Minister of Finance Camilo Gonsalves formed a strong and enduring relationship between St. Vincent and the Grenadines, SVG, and Taiwan during a reception celebrating Taiwan's 130th National Day. He highlighted Taiwan's consistent support in SVG's development and praised the friendship, which has grown over decades based on mutual respect and shared principles. Established in 1981, diplomatic ties between SVG and Taiwan have seen Taiwan assist in key areas like education, health, agriculture, and infrastructure, including the construction of Argyle International Airport, SVG's largest capital project. Students of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College SVGCC have taken to the picket line to protest what they describe as unfavorable physical conditions at the Villa campus. The students, particularly those enrolled in the digital media program, are voicing their frustration over ongoing issues that have impacted their ability to attend classes and complete coursework. Since the beginning of the semester, digital media students have been unable to access their designated classroom due to unresolved concerns. According to one student participating in the protest, the vice dean had promised to relocate the necessary computers to the sports science room to ensure the continuity of their studies, but this promise has not yet been fulfilled. The students have expressed their determination to continue the protest until the situation is resolved. They are calling for immediate action to improve the conditions at the campus so that they can resume their academic activities in a suitable environment. This protest underscores broader concerns about the physical infrastructure at the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College and the need for timely responses to student grievances. The students hope their actions will prompt swift solutions to these pressing issues. The Caribbean Week of Agriculture CWA 2024 serves as pivotal platform for discussions on advancing agriculture in the region, drawing stakeholders and investors from across the globe, all focused on promoting climate smart practices. On Wednesday, October 9, Saboto Caesar, Minister of Agriculture, Forestry, Fisheries, Rural Transformation, Industry and Labor, strengthened St. Vincent and the Grenadines agricultural sector by signing key agreements with 4 organizations. These partnership aim to bolster the country's agriculture through sustainability, innovation, and economic growth, while prioritizing climate-smart agriculture and food security. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is gearing up for a grand celebration, marking 45 years of independence with a series of exciting activities throughout the month of October. The theme for this year's celebration, 45 Years of Togetherness, Prosperity, and Perseverance, reflects the nation's remarkable journey since gaining independence in 1979. The month of activities will feature a blend of sporting events, cultural showcases, and community gatherings aimed at uniting Vincentians both at home and abroad. From football and cricket matches to concerns rallies and village competitions, the events are designed to highlight the country's rich cultural heritage and communal spirit. Special occasions like the Grand Independence Parade and a musical concert at Victoria Park will serve as the highlights of the celebrations. This independence season not only offers entertainment but also encourages reflection on the nation's progress, unity, and the strength of its people. The wide range of activities planned showcases the diversity and vibrant culture that St. Vincent and the Grenadines has developed over the past 45 years. As the nation prepares to celebrate this milestone, citizens are encouraged to participate in the various events, reinforcing the spirit of togetherness and pride that has shaped St. Vincent and the Grenadines since its independence. We are Myro Inc. In partnership with Tano Klein and Steve Anderson, they are pleased to announce that the 2024 recipients of the Cameron Klein Memorial Fund Scholarship, Miss Rini Sandy and Miss Ashanti Ford, these 2 outstanding scholars, have been selected for their academic excellence and commitment to further their education. Ashanti Ford, a second year student, is pursuing a Bachelor's of Law degree. Her goal is to attend the Norman Manley Law School and build a career in the legal field, advocating for justice and community empowerment. Rini Sandy is currently enrolled at the University of the West Indies UWI Mona campus, where she is pursuing an undergraduate degree in civil engineering. With a passion for infrastructure and design, Rennie aspires to become a structural engineer, contributing to the development and safety of modern structures. The Cameron Klein Memorial Fund was established to honor the legacy of Cameron Klein by providing educational opportunities for promising students. We congratulate Rennie and Ashante on their achievements and wish them continued success as they pursue their academic and professional dreams. We now take a look at the regional story in Guyana as the government continues its aggressive push towards building a digital economy. President Dr. Orphan Ali on Thursday announced that they are moving to establish the Guyana Digital School. According to Dr. Ali, the government has already started the important foundational work in creating digital economy with a vision of an era that will harness the power of digital technology and innovation to continue the upliftment of citizens, services, and government institutions. In Trinidad, the mother of a 13-year-old Form 1 student of a secondary school in South Trinidad is appealing to officials of the school and Minister of Education Dr. Nyan Gatsby Dolly to intervene immediately to end the vicious and constant bullying he has been enduring at the hands of both male and female students since he started at that school. After seeing a photo of an open grave with people looking into it, with the words, "The only time they show they really care," on his Instagram account, the mother, in a phone interview with Newsday on October 9, said she fears her son may become a victim of suicide. In Grenada, a strong message was delivered to the region's politicians on behalf of different able people, stressing the importance of their inclusion in government policy decisions, or else their votes should be withheld until this becomes a reality. This bold statement was made by Senator Dr. Floyd Morris, director of the Center for Disability Studies at the University of the West Indies, in his feature address at the first ever Caribbean Disability Conference held in Grenada. In Barbados, Barbados will lend its voice to the issues impacting girls when it joins with UNICEF Eastern Caribbean Area Office, UN Women, and USAID Eastern and Southern Caribbean Office to mark International Day of Girl on Friday. That was yesterday, Friday, October 11. The day is considered a significant global occasion to celebrate girls worldwide, amplify their voices, and advocate for their rights. In St. Lucia, Back on Track Ministries, Inc. announced this week the upcoming visit of celebrities Chef Jeff and Caroline Holder. The renowned criminal justice expert will be in St. Lucia from October 15 to October 21 as part of Back on Track's CPR for St. Lucia Crime Prevention and Reduction Initiative. In Dominica, vendors are being urged to practice food safety during the festive season to prevent foodborne illnesses. Vendors were also reminded of their responsibility to follow the standard of the food hygiene regulation. In Antigua, the International Day of Agriculture highlights the critical role that agriculture plays globally in sustaining societies, fostering economic stability, and addressing food security challenges. For Antigua and Barbuda, the Ministry of Agriculture, with the assistance of regional and international agricultural organizations such as CARDI in St. Kitts. St. Kitts and Nevis successfully hosted the Regional Security System RSS Security Chief meeting on October 8 and 9. The event provided an opportunity to exchange valuable insights and strategies aimed at strengthening the mission to protect their respective nations while strengthening regional cooperation. In the Bahamas, former MP Philip Galanis, 70, was found dead at his residence. Galanis served as the managing partner of HLB Bahamas and was a certified public accountant CPA as well as a chartered accountant CA and a certified valuation analysis. Prime Minister Philip Davis described Mr. Galanis as a Phil, not only a progressive warrior and a nation builder. He was a man of unshakable integrity, candid in his views, and truthful to his convictions. And in Jamaica University of Technology, Jamaica UTech, will confer an honorary degree on internationally renowned musician and entertainer Sean Paul Henriquez at its 2024 graduation ceremony. In recognition of his phenomenal achievements in music and for his contribution to nation building, he will be conferred with the Doctor of Letters honoris causa on Friday, November 15, 2024. And on the international stories, Buenos Aires argues that recent actions of Nicolas Maduro's government could constitute crimes against humanity, asking for Maduro to be prosecuted before the International Criminal Court. Argentina is calling on the International Criminal Court to request an arrest warrant for Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro amid the ongoing unrest in the country since he was declared the winner of the July election. The Argentinian Foreign Ministry argues that the actions taken by the Maduro's government since the ballot could constitute crimes against humanity. In the USA, a federal judge is set to hold a hearing today to consider objections from relatives of people killed in two Boeing 737 MAX crashes to the U.S. plane makers' agreement to plead guilty to conspiring to defraud regulators. U.S. District Judge Reed O'Connor in Fort Worth, Texas, is slated to hear arguments from Boeing and federal prosecutors arguing he should accept the plea deal, and lawyers for the relatives urging him to reject it. In the UK, a drug smuggling gang is facing years behind bars after cocaine with a street value of $200 million was intercepted in a consignment of bananas, making in the UK largest haul of the drugs at the time. Crime boss Pizzo was in charge of taking delivery of the Colombian drugs at a London warehouse in February of 2021, unaware it had already been seized by border officials at Portsmouth. In Europe, France's belt tightening budget is meant to regain control over its colossal debt burden, Finance Minister Antoine Armand said, adding that the government was keeping a close eye on views of financial markets. Coming out of Germany, a massive explosion has ripped through a tanker carrying 650 tons of oil, sparking a huge inferno near a German seaside resort. In Africa, humanitarian workers and locals are warning of worsening hunger and malnutrition levels among internally displaced people in the northeast Nigeria amid the Boko Haram conflict that has raged on the region since 2009. We hear more in this report.
In northeastern Nigeria, the population lives in fear. In addition to the security threat posed by the presence of jihadist groups, residents now face the risk of food insecurity. Humanitarian workers and locals have warned of worsening hunger and malnutrition levels among internally displaced people in northeastern Nigeria amid the Boko Haram conflict that has raged on in the region since 2009.
We are just managing. That's why you can see our children now. If like they have fever or something like cough, something like vomiting, we took them to the hospital. Doctor can tell us that no blood because they don't have malnutrition. They don't have balanced diet because sometimes child must eat 3 a day. Even adults, you eat 3 a day. But now, one man sometimes you know go get time to eat.
While aid groups such as the World Food Programme are assisting the displaced people with food and other essentials, many others remain out of the reach of aid, mostly trapped in hotspots and hard-to-reach areas.
What's at stake is a younger generation with only one choice, and the choice are bad guys, because they will feed them and pay them. So we have to give them other choices. We have to provide the education. We have to provide the ability to grow their own food and be contributing members of their own community as well. It's a combination of things, and this is a long-term project. This is not anything that's that we can fix overnight.
At least 35,000 people have been killed and 2.1 million people displaced as a result of the extremist violence, according to the UN agency in Nigeria.
News from Africa. In the Middle East, Hezbollah is preparing for a long war of attrition in South Lebanon after Israel wiped out its top leadership with a new military command directing rocket fire and the ground conflict. Two sources familiar with this operation said Hezbollah has been diminished by 3 weeks of devastating Israelite blows, most notable the killing of its leader. Friends and foes alike are now watching how effectively it resists Israelite troops that have crossed into Lebanon. And finally, China's government said on Friday that employees of Taiwan's Foxconn, the world's largest iPhone assembler, are being investigated for suspected taking of bribes and embezzlement after Taiwan reported their detention. Taiwan's government said this week that four Foxconn employees had been detained in China under quite strange circumstances in China's home to a major Foxconn plant assembling Apple. Well, that's the end of Nice Radio's news highlights, local, regional, and international, presented by Cheryl Matthews. Stay tuned for our sports highlights, which is coming up next. Do have yourself a productive day.
And now for the latest in sports, sponsored by the following.
Now let's be real. We're not all police officers, but we all want to safeguard our finances. And that's why the Police Cooperative Credit Union is open to everybody. That's right. We cater for anybody. At a brand new location too. Step up to the Police Cooperative Credit Union headquarters on Bay Street between Diamond Girl and Lanes number 2. And we provide a range of top-class financial services, including fixed deposits, quick cash, savings, and loans, and a survivor's benefit grant of $5,000. We're open 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday and up to 11:30 on Saturday. Check us out on Facebook or call Police Cooperative Credit Union at 485-6840. And remember, even if you're not a police officer, we're cool with that.
Hey, do you feel that? Oh yeah, we are feeling the heat. Well, get ready because it's about to get even hotter at the Honestville Sporting Complex. Mark your calendars for October 10th and 13th. The stage is set for 2 electrifying thrilling matches on each day. First, Bonnier battles Montserrat, and then the main event. SPG goes head-to-head with El Salvador. First game kicks off at 3 p.m. Second game, 8 p.m. Come out in your numbers and light up the stadium with your blue, green, and gold colors. Don't miss a moment of the action, energy, excitement, and passion. Bring your flags and Vincy spirit to cheer on our players as they fight for victory. Vincy Heat will blow through Honestville like never before, leaving behind legends. Be there to feel the power. SPG, don't miss this one. October 10th and 13th. Get ready to bring the heat. Vincy Heat.
Them Vincy do bottom from nobody.
CK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket for 100% Vincention. Vincention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Graves and Company, and we are Vincention, a supermarket for you and me.
St. Vincent Containers proudly introduces its high-quality bathroom tissue. Furtis, Lilies, Mitsubishi. Manufactured to conform to local, CARICOM, and international standards. Tested and certified by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Bureau of Standards. No roll less than 300 sheets. Legitimate sheet and core sizes. Virgin pulp, no recycled. Soft but not lightweight. Professionally produced and packaged. Now available throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Furtis, Lilies, Mitsubishi. Excellent Vincentian products.
Instacash now offering you more chances to win with 2 new games. There's Strike for $2 and In Between available at $3. These 2 new games are loaded with cash prizes. With Strike, you can match up to 10 numbers and win $2,500. In Between, so easy to play, offering up to $6,000. Get your Instacash Strike and In Between tickets at Lotto agents. And remember, with Instacash, there's no waiting for a draw, and you can win instantly.
The public is asked to note that chiropractor Dr. Edmund Seeley is now conducting clinic and will see patients by appointments only. To make an appointment, call 456-9318 or 531-5318.
Sports report for Saturday, the 12th of October 2024. In the CONCACAF Nations League, Vinci Heat is hoping to retrieve what was lost on Thursday at the Arnesville playing field this Sunday at 9 p.m. They will play their away game with El Salvador, whom they lost 3-2. But at 4 p.m., Montserrat will play their second game against Bonaire, whom they defeated 1-0 on Thursday at the Arnesville Cricket Stadium. The top belay softball cricket on Saturday. The fixtures are 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. respectively. Vilnick Power Stars versus Daphne United. Then Young Stallions versus Sion Hill Talawa. Then on Sunday the 13th at 10 a.m., 12:30 p.m. and 3 p.m. respectively. Hilltop versus Dr. Thomas Injectors. Gourmet Bombers versus Experience. Combat Warriors versus AIA Reload. In the Sion Hill Netball competition on Saturday, the 12th of October, Game 1, A. Butte versus A. Matthews. In Game 2, T. Foster versus C. Alexander. For Monday, the 14th, Chatteras Stars versus Sion Hill 2 at 5 p.m. and 3J's Valley Strikers versus Sardo Strikers at 6 p.m. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Tennis Association Schools Tennis Tournament kicks off the 21st to the 23rd of October 2024 at the National Tennis Center at Villa. And they would like to thank for the assistance from NLA, which is National Lottery Authorities, the NOC, the Ministry of Education, and the Ministry of Sports. That's all for the local sports. Standout basketball talent from Belize, the Douglas Lanford Jr., has secured a prestigious full 4-year scholarship valued at $350,000 to attend Harvard University. In an Instagram post, Belizean basketball star shares his joy. He said, "I am extremely excited to announce that I am committed to the admissions process at Harvard University. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God, my family, and my high school coaches. I would especially like to thank Coach Amaka and his coaching staff for believing in me and making this all possible." Dominica's national football team departed Bermuda on Wednesday as they gear up for crucial matches in the CONCACAF Nations League. The team will face Bermuda in 2 matches scheduled for Saturday, October 12th and Tuesday, October 15th. Head coach Erlington Sabin is optimistic about Dominica's prospects against Bermuda, emphasizing the team's growing confidence and skills. The ball retention capacity of the players continues to improve. Preparations have been going well thus far, and we believe our chances are looking good in these 2 games, he stated. In cricket, England defeated Pakistan in an incredible high-scoring match. Pakistan made 555 and 220. England 823 for 7 declared. England won by an innings and 47 runs in a record-breaking win. The Pakistani have now lost 11 consecutive matches. The second test begins on Tuesday in Multan. Australia women became the first team to qualify for the semi-finals as the Women T20 World Cup continued on Friday. And they comprehensively defeated 82 off 19.5 overs, Aliyah Riaz 26, Ash Wareham 2 for 16. Australia 83 for 1 off 11 overs, Alicia Haley 37 retired hurt, Elsie Perry 22 not out. Today's matches: New Zealand versus Sri Lanka and Bangladesh versus South Africa in Sharjah. Then on Sunday, England versus Scotland and India versus Australia in Sharjah. West Indies and Sri Lanka meet in the first 3 T20 matches on Sunday in Dambulla Stadium. The second T20 is scheduled for Tuesday, also in Dambulla. In World Cup qualifiers, Brazil defeated Chile 2-1 in a World Cup qualifier match. New Zealand defeated Tahiti 3-0 in the Oceania World Cup qualifier. Also, and in a friendly match, Cambodia defeated Chinese Taipei 3-2. Japanese car company Toyota is returning to Formula One after 15-year absence in a partnership with US-based Haas team. Toyota, which withdrew a team from Formula One at the end of 2009, has become Haas' technical partner. A statement from Haas and Toyota said the two companies would share expertise and knowledge as well as resources. Toyota would provide design, technical and manufacturing services, it said, while Haas will give technical expertise and commercial benefit. There will be a Toyota branding on the Haas cars, stating at the United States Grand Prix in Austin, Texas, from 18th to the 20th of October. Haas will continue to use Ferrari power units, having early this year extended their contract with the Italian team until 2028. That's all for sports. Dougie the Freitas presented. Stay tuned to Nice.
The weather is brought to you with the kind compliments of the following.
Operating a business these days can get really complicated. What if someone slips and falls? What if you get robbed or burglarized? What if the truck crashes and you lose everything? What if one of your employees get damaged? What if your product makes someone sick? Worry no more. Let Sentry Insurance protect you from those what ifs. Sentry Insurance, offering employee liability, workman compensation, public liability, cash and goods in transit, bonds, professional indemnity, contractors all risk, and more. Talk to one of our friendly agents today. Call our Kingstown office at telephone number 456-2247 or Beckway 458-3855, or contact our representative, Mr. Jason Sargent, in the Bayshore Mall in Beckway at 454-4260. Call Sentry Insurance today. We can protect you. Sentry Insurance, upstairs the First St. Vincent Bank building in Kingstown.
Hennessy. Drive responsibly. Sole agent and distributors. Gonzalves Liquors.
Air filters, oil filters, fuel filters, disc pads and brake shoes, clutch disc, pressure plates, rotor plates, engine parts, fan belts, timing belts, oil seals, spark plugs, radiators, radiator hoses, water pumps, universal joints, suspension parts, KYB Japanese shocks for Toyota, Nissan and Suzuki, tie rods, rack ends, ball joints. You can also get accessories, cleaning supplies, polishes, titanium tint, black tint, Valvoline motor oils, Toyota and Honda motor oils, transmission fluids, Michelin wiper blades, headlights, corner lights, HID kits, HID bulbs and ballast, LED bulbs, and much more can be had at Automax Auto Parts. Automax goes the extra mile and spend the extra dollar to ensure that you get first quality Japanese auto parts. Come see the difference at our showroom opposite the basketball court in Camden Park. Call us at 458-2000 or 529-2070. Visit us on Facebook, Automax Auto Parts. Drive the extra mile to get the best first quality auto parts.
Please note that we open on Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors. Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Pop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up. Reliability, convenience, and variety. Richardson Motors is your #1 stop.
Randy's Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. enough. Randy Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
We would like to say that Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum is the best rum in the world. And now we can. Voted the world's best rum at the World Rum Awards 2014, Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum. World class in a glass.
The weather was compiled by the Met Office at AIA, coming to you with the kind compliments of Hennessy and Century Insurance. The weather report as of 6 a.m. Present conditions, cloudy and slightly hazy. Winds northeast at 7 kilometers or 5 miles per hour. The temperature was 28.2 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity was 83%. Barometric pressure 1013.6 millibars. 24-hour rainfall nil. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 32.3 degrees Celsius and last night's minimum temperature was 24.4 degrees Celsius. Sunset this evening at 5:47 p.m. and sunrise at 5:54 a.m. Low tides 8:02 p.m. and upcoming high tides would be at 12:09 p.m. Marine advisory: small craft operators and sea bathers should exercise caution for breaking waves, action, and rip currents. Sea conditions: slight to moderate in open water with northerly swells 1.0 meters to 1.8. Winds northeast to southeast at 15 to 30 kilometers, 09 to 19 miles per hour. Forecast: fair to partly cloudy and breezy at times, with a few showers, isolated thunderstorms, and slight haze. Synopsis says weak unstable conditions are crossing the islands. We now take a look at the regional and international conditions in Trinidad. It is 26 degrees and partly cloudy. Barbados, 29 degrees and cloudy. Antigua, 26 degrees and fair. San Juan, 26 degrees and partly cloudy. Miami, 24 degrees and overcast. New York, 15 degrees and partly cloudy. Toronto, 12 degrees and fair. And in London, 12 degrees and partly cloudy. That's a look at the weather forecast. Service provided by the government's meteorological office at the Argyle International Airport and presented by Cheryl Matthews.
In celebration of our nation's 45 years of independence, Memorial Funeral Home is offering a 30% discount for families who have lost a loved one during the month of October. Please note that cremation services are not part of this promotion, as that service already have been discounted. All transactions must be completed by the end of October 2024. Promotion starts on Monday, the 7th of October 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Contact us today for more information and to plan a respectful farewell for your loved one during this special time. Noise Radio's death announcement comes to you every weekday at 9:20 a.m. and 3:20 p.m., Saturday 8:35 a.m., Sunday 2:45 p.m., and sponsored by Memorial Funeral Home. For more information, call 45-81013 or email bdsnice@gmail.com.
Memorial Funeral Home is the first in SVG to offer on-site cremation service. Their new and modern crematorium provides a safe way to memorialize your loved ones. Memorial Funeral Home offers a variety of urns in which you can preserve your loved one in a personal way. Cremation can ease the financial burden as it reduces the cost of a standard funeral service by 50%. Caskets can also be rented. Cremation is a necessary option to the overcrowded burial grounds across the country. Their friendly and courteous staff will continue to take care of all your funeral needs, whether you choose to bury or cremate. If your loved ones die abroad, there's no need to worry. Memorial Funeral Home can assist in the transportation of bodies to SVG and from SVG to any part of the world. Memorial Funeral Home services can be accessed at their two locations. In Kingstown in the Russells Building at telephone number 453-2697 and in Mesopotamia at 458-8888. The Memorial Funeral Home, leading the way in modern and affordable services. Call us. We care.
The death is announced of Samuel Jason Rodney of Salt Pond Beach Prospect, who passed away on Tuesday, September the 24th, 2024. He was 84 years old. He is survived by his wife, Mrs. Elise Rodney. Children, Lorna, Dion, Allen, and Kay. Grandchildren, Rachel, Jason, Curtis, Marcus, and Joel. Great-grandchildren, Rianne, Ezra, Elwin, and Cyrus. Many nieces and nephews. Many in-laws, close relatives and friends, other relatives and friends. The funeral service of the late Samuel Jason Rodney of Salt Pond Beach Prospect will take place on Sunday, October the 13th, 2024 at the Calder Seventh-day Adventist Church. The body will lie at the church from 1 p.m. Service begins at 2 p.m. Interment at the Stubbs Cemetery. The death is announced of Ivy Adfira Baptiste New Williams, also known as Mama of Chapman's Georgetown, formerly of OEA, who passed away on Friday, September the 27th, 2024. She is survived by her mother, Corlita Baptiste. Children, Weslin, Basanti, Raja, Shandy, Misak, and Iveline. Brother, Matthias. Sisters, Judy, Anika, and Mrs. Shirley Ballantyne. Grandchildren, Nikran, Darius, also known as Butters, Anik, Talia, Latani, Mia, DeAndre, also known as Dimitri, Zuriah, Lariah, Richard, Aisha, Summer, and Jazz. Great-grandchild, Miracle Williams in the USA. Nieces, Kezian Lavier, Shellyan and Shalika Ballantyne, Judine and Tulani Batiste, Crystal Batiste in Trinidad. Nephews, Rosique Ballantyne, Erickson, Dante, Osco, and Timmy Batiste, and Desroy Lavier. Aunts, Ellen Batiste, Kathleen, and Inola Young in Georgetown. Uncles, Eustace and Alfred Batiste in Oia, and Mr. Cosmo Batiste in Point Village. Caretaker, Jacqueline Batiste, and family in Trinidad. Brother-in-law, Mr. Hollis Ballantyne. Son-in-law, Mr. Elroy Benjamin. Cousins, the Batiste family in Oia, Fancy, Point, and Sandy Bay. The Young and Jack families in Georgetown. Close relatives and friends, Missy, Roslyn Brown and family, Camo and family, the Williams family, Pastor Lavie and members of the Oia Hope Baptist Church, Pastor Presley Daniel and members of the Maranatha Baptist Church, Pastor Messiah and members of the Georgetown Baptist Church. Many other relatives and friends, including Noel Velox, Yvonne, Vero, Corporal Harry, Zanique, Veron, Alexis, Renal, Lydia, Margaret, Trevon, Caspard, Mr. Martin Lavier, Mrs. Bethel Batiste, Lily and Romeo, Farah Jack, Franklin, Levingston, Sharika, Stanley Pilgrim, Eve, Mr. Sonny Brown, Des Remez, Elroy Porter, Kelleen Thomas and family in Bunham, other relatives and friends in Georgetown. The funeral service of the late Ivy Adfara Batiste New Williams, also known as Mama of Chapman's Georgetown, formerly of OEA, will take place on Saturday, October the 12th, 2024, at the Oia Hope Baptist Church. The body will lie at the church from 1 p.m. Service begins at 2 p.m. Interment at the Oia Cemetery. Buck Big Red Bus will transport persons from Georgetown from 12 noon. The death is announced of Mr. Oswald Anderson, also known as Ozzy Gums of Brooklyn, New York, formerly of Rose Place, Kingstown, St. Vincent, who passed away in New York on Thursday, September the 5th, 2024, at the age of 74. Left to mourn his loss are his wife, Mrs. Cecilia Thomas Anderson, 9 sisters and brothers, 5 children, 2 stepchildren, 4 grandchildren, 4 step-grandchildren, many nieces and nephews, in-laws, relatives and friends overseas and in St. Vincent. The funeral service of the late Mr. Oswald Anderson, also known as Ozzy Gums of Brooklyn, New York, formerly of Rose Place, St. Vincent, will take place on Saturday, October the 12th, 2024, at the Roman Catholic Cathedral of the Assumption in Kingstown. Viewing and slideshow begins at 10 a.m. Open tributes and eulogy at 11 a.m. Mass at 12 noon. Interment at the Kingstown Cemetery. The death is announced of Joseph Benjamin Bruce, also known as Cuba of Lomans and Bayaboo, who passed away on Monday, September the 23rd, 2024. He was 98 years old. He is survived by his children, Kathleen, Anthony, and Sylvester Bruce, and Fitzgerald Glasgow, adopted daughter and caregiver, Rosemary Harry. 14 grandchildren, 16 great-grandchildren, 1 great-great-grandchild, many nieces and nephews, close relatives and friends, the Cato family in Mespo, the Currency family in Yambu, the Bruce family in Lomans Windward, the Brown family in Lomans Hill and Camden Park, the Williams family in Caruth Village, Mespo, the Johnson and Thomas families in Lomans Windward. The funeral service of the late Joseph Benjamin Bruce, also known as Cuba of Lomans and Bayaboo, will take place on Saturday, October the 12th, 2024 at the Worldwide Mission Church in Bayaboo. The body will lie at the church from 1 p.m. Tributes begin at 1:30 p.m., service at 2 p.m. Interment at the Bayaboo Cemetery. The death is announced of Mrs. Lorna Priscilla Shallow Nimaz of Bookament and Tromoka, who passed away on Saturday, September the 7th, 2024. She was 87 years old. She is survived by her husband, Mr. Curtis Shallow of Bookament, children, Mr. Erland Shallow in Toronto, Canada, Lorna, Joycelyn, Nicholas, Lennox, and Susan Shallow in the UK. Godchildren, including Reverend Kiba Coffey, sister Miss Cornice Mass of Tromoka, grandchildren Nicole, Wayne, Tinell in South Korea, Ayana, Tyrese in the British Army, Louis and Chloe in the UK, nieces and nephews Zora, Lenore, Gail, Kezzy in Toronto, Tracy, Errol in the UK, Ian Mass in Toronto, Mrs. Cornelia Campbell in Trinidad, and Alvon Mars in St. Vincent. In-laws, Diana and Anne in the USA, Linda Richards in Trinidad, Venice in Coles Hill, daughters-in-law, Joanne Shallow in the UK, and Sonia Shallow in Toronto. Caretakers, Miss Cornice Mars and Miss Ursel Stapleton. Cousins, Debbie Barber, Delita Woods, Anita Holder, Roseanne De Silva, Mr. Thomas Cottle in Toronto, Mr. Elroy Mars in Trinidad, Esther Charles, Marcus Akers, and Mr. Maurice Edwards and their families. Close relatives, the Mars and Shallow families, Merlin Clark, Ethel Ogaro, Rebecca Coombs, Janice, Feline Samuel, the Ashams in the USA, the Peniston, Mrs. Carmel Simmons, and the Richards family. Other relatives and friends, including the Anthony, Burke, Joycelyn, Akers, Roberts, Campbell, Samuel, James, Kent, and Providence families, P.C. Kevin Richards, Mary Kane, the priest and members of St. Mary's Church, Pembroke, the AWCA Church Group, Irvis and Wally Crease, Lloyd and Pam Barker. Thanks to Dr. O'Farrell and Dr. Brown Caesar for services rendered, taxis, Randy, Kenny, and Randy. The funeral service of the late Mrs. Lorna Priscilla Shallow Nimaz of Bookament and Tromoka will take place on Saturday, October the 12th, 2024 at the St. Mary's Anglican Church in Pembroke. The body will lie at the church from 11 a.m. Service begins at 12 noon. Interment at the Tromoka Cemetery.
The death is announced of Alpheus Leonard Williams, better known as Alfie of Evesham and Diamond, who passed away on Sunday, September 22nd, 2024, at the age of 86. He is survived by children James Grafton, Clifford and Lawrence, Cameron and Raquel Durant, Desiree Al, Sophia Joseph in St. Vincent, Vanda, Juliet, and Frankie in Canada. Sisters Miriam Regis and Cynthia Brown in Trinidad, 24 grandchildren in St. Vincent, England and Canada, 11 great-grandchildren in St. Vincent and Canada. Many other nieces and nephews in St. Vincent, Trinidad, Barbados, and the USA. Daughters-in-law Delsa Williams of Diamond and Mavis Williams of Lacroix. Close relatives and friends, the Williams, Dowers, John, and Lewis family of Evesham and Canada. The funeral service for the late Alpheus Leonard Williams, better known as Alfie, takes place on Sunday, October 13, 2024, at the Evesham SDA Church. The viewing begins at 12 noon. The service begins at 1 p.m. Burial will be at the Windsor Cemetery at Evesham. The death is announced of Carmel Eloise da Silva of Hopewell Village and Canaan, who died on Saturday, September 7, 2024, at the age of 83. She is survived by children Omega Stapleton, Alicia Blyden in the BVI, Esther Lennox and Colin da Silva, Lucinta da Silva in the USA, Ronald da Silva in Barbados, and Rosemary Dowers. Brothers Alpha and Ephraim Davis, sisters Deanna Week and Erica Davis, grandchildren registered nurse Sonique Fenty at the Bayview Hospital in Barbados, staff nurse Cassonate Dowers at Milton Cater Memorial Hospital, Monique Gurley in Northern Ireland, Rafi Dowers, worker at the Musty Company, Sandika da Silva of BSVG, Augustine and Alison da Silva, Alyssa Richard, Tanisha Rouse in England, Danica Blyden, Dominic and Deshaun da Silva in the BVI, Abigail Smith and Jael Woodhouse in the USA, Alicia da Silva in Turks and Caicos, Livingston Stapleton Jr. in the BVI, and Kimisha Rouse in SVG. Great-grandchildren Hadia da Silva, Caleb Fenty in Barbados, Jediah, Andrea, Jaden, and Caden Richards in England, Zoe Gurley in Northern Ireland, Ejani and Zonique da Silva in St. Vincent. Nieces Patricia Burke, Erica Alexander Davis in the BVI, Evelyn Jardine, Caitlin Davis, Dolly Shallow, Nicole and Chanel Prescott, Janelle Grant, Lucille Brown, Shakira Smith, Roseanne Tony, Sandra Davis, Sharon and Ermin in SVG, Latisha James in Trinidad, Pamesta, Nari and Juliet Davis, Alexander Weeks, Luan in Canada, Marcia Joyce and Deborah Davis, and Glenda Holder in Barbados. Nephews Andrew Peter Cephas James, Roy and David Davis in Barbados, Douglas, Godfrey, Kenneth and Harvey Davis in England, Randolph Brown in the USA, Nigel and Colin Pigott in Antigua, Ishmael and Richard Davis, Jonathan and Richard Weeks residing in Canada, Sylvanus Rohan Burke, Brian Davis, Clive and Ivan Prescott in SVG. Cousins Ambassador Eswart John, Inga Jackson of API, Colin John, Hazelon Bascom, Cynthia Robinson, Diane Telfer, Joanne Coburn, Excelita Henderson, and Emerald Weeks, aka Nikki of Mesopotamia. Close relatives and friends, the Right Honorable Gordon Miguel, registered nurse Rhea Decent in England, Everett Jackson, Damani da Silva, Natisha Charles Corliss, Anne King of Park Hill, Monica Hazel, Cecile Jackson, James Ford, and Annette Danzine. Other relatives and friends, Rita Seaman, Gertrude Smith, Carmen Thomas, Olivia Richards of Sandhill, Afisha Lockhart, Raul Weeks, the Williams, Jackson, Mackey, Henderson, and Carr families, the Mack family in Glensal and Mariaqua, Steve, John, and Olivia da Silva family in Canaan, Pastor Dave Abbott and members of the Joyful Praise Tabernacle in Richmond Park, and the Kingdom Overcomers Ministries in Kingston under the USA. The funeral service for the late Carmel Eloise da Silva will take place on Saturday, October 12, 2024 at the Mesopotamian Gospel Hall. The viewing begins at 11 a.m. The service begins at 12 noon. Burial will be at the Dumbarton Cemetery. The family has requested that bright colors be worn.
Nice Radio extend our deepest condolences to the bereaved.
Memorial Funeral Home is dedicated to meeting the needs of our customers. We go above and beyond to ensure satisfaction and convenience. That is why we are extending our services to the diaspora. Working with Caribbean Funeral Home in New York. Burial packages can now be completed in New York to cover burials in St. Vincent. And likewise, packages can be made in St. Vincent to cover burials in New York.
Caribbean Funeral Home is located on 1922 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn. Call their office at 718-444-1818 or WhatsApp at 347-925-9557 or 347-231-5410. For more information, call our local office at 458-8888. Memorial Funeral Home. Quality, convenience, and affordability.
In celebration of our nation's 45 years of independence, Memorial Funeral Home is offering a 30% discount for families who have lost a loved one during the month of October. Please note that cremation services are not part of this promotion, as that service already have been discounted. All transactions must be completed by the end of October 2024. Promotion starts on Monday, the 7th of October, 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Contact us today for more information and to plan a respectful farewell for your loved one during this special time.
Today, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tomorrow, the Caribbean. Nice Radio. 90.3, 101.3, 96.7 FM.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
Nice Radio's birthday celebration package is brought to you with the compliments of the following.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good. That good. When you shop at Massy Stores. That good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family. Welcome to Subway, where you can always have it your way. My name is Stacy. What can I make for you?
Hey Stacy, I'll have a chicken teriyaki salad. All veggies, please. And for my daughter Naomi, a pizza. Naomi, what would you like to have on your pizza?
Pepperoni bacon.
They've got tomatoes as well.
Pepperoni bacon.
What about some fresh onions, corn, pineapple?
Pepperoni bacon.
Naomi, you can also have olives, jalapeno, extra meat.
Nope, pepperoni bacon.
Stacy, can I have one chicken teriyaki salad, all veggies please, and a pizza with pepperoni and bacon?
You can have it your way.
Come into our uptown or downtown location today or order on your favorite delivery app. Subway, have it your way.
The birthday winner of the week will receive a $20 gift voucher from Massy Store and a $20 meal voucher from Subway.
First, it's the first celebration package for the morning. Let me say good morning and happy birthday to all those who are celebrating on this 12th day in the month of October 2023. I have our celebration going here for Brent Williams of Glamorgan, who understand that you are celebrating your big day today. Happy birthday to you, Brent, and may you live to see many, many more birthdays to come. Let me go to the phone lines. Good morning, celebration package.
Good morning. How are you?
I am great. How about you? Where are you calling me from?
Camden Park.
How is Camden Park and who is celebrating for you this morning?
Camden Park is sunny, and my son is celebrating.
What's his name?
Mr. William Leon. of Shaft, Green Hill.
Sorry, give me the name again.
Raymond Young
Raymond Young.
of Green Hill.
What you want to wish him on his big day today?
I want to wish him all the best in his endeavors and may God continue to bless him and his family and all the best throughout the day. And
Anything?
greetings is coming from his mom, his loving mom.
Mom, anything planned for Raymond today?
Well, I won't know because he's on his own and I'm on my own.
Okay. Well,
I
when
don't know. He told me he was going to do something later. I'm not sure.
Okay, so you spoke with him for the morning already.
Yes, I did. First thing this morning, I did.
All right. All the
And he was
best.
in high spirits.
Okay, that's good. All the best to Raymond. And may
Yes,
he
my
live to
darling.
see many more and you continue to encourage him. It doesn't matter how old he is, that's your baby.
No. They're never too old to learn.
That's your baby right there.
Of course.
All right, thanks for calling. Enjoy the rest of your morning.
You too, enjoy.
All right.
And they love this day, always to you. And sing, happy birthday. You should be glad to see another year.
Gonna go back to my phone. Well, this one is WhatsApp line. All right, so I'll tell you who's celebrating. But let me go to the phone lines. Good morning, celebration package.
Good morning, my sweetie pie, and how are you this morning?
I am great. How you slept last night?
I sleep very, very nice.
Okay, wonderful.
I'm a nice-
You slept like a baby.
Huh?
You slept like a baby last night.
Oh, yes.
That's good to hear. Who is celebrating for you?
I called to tell you about little Gemma Wickham from at the hall.
Mm-hmm.
All the greetings coming from Dada Asha Haywood and Jem, and from the other Isra Wickham and Carrie Wickham and from Windy Williams and from Gemma's stepdaughter. And from all his brothers and sisters and uncles, especially the big sister, Miss Matilda Wickham, and from his father, Mr. William Hazelwood. We all come to wish them a happy birthday and hopefully to see many and many more birthdays. Them I don't know that they love you very much. And let me send this big kiss here. Have that big kiss to Gemma. That come from me, Daddy. Love you. And have a blessed day. All right.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hazelwood. All the best to Gemma
Right.
on her big day, and may she live to
Right.
see many more. All right, take care of yourself. Thanks for calling. All right, so I have here, good morning, Spicy. I would like to send out birthday greetings to my daughter, Lynshie Fraser, in the United Kingdom, who is celebrating tomorrow. Greetings from her mom, Punks, and Ruben Young of Barley, her two kids, Cody and Kyler in the UK, sisters, brothers, nieces and nephews, cousins and at home and abroad. Wishing you, Lynshie, many, many more birthdays to come by God's grace.
Are you under 21? Are you over 30?
And remember to put God first, she says.
Are you under 39? Are you over 49?
Celebration package, good morning.
A very blessed good morning to you, my darling. How are you doing?
Blessed good morning to you. And you know, sometimes you hear this voice that just brings some life to the morning.
Yes.
You know, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm getting from you this morning. Tell me what's happening
God
on your...
richest blessing on you.
Yes.
I don't have a birthday, but I want to tell Mr. Big Youth, please call me because I can't get on to him.
All right, Big
Good
Youth.
morning, Nai.
Thank you, Ruthie.
Okay, you bye-bye.
All right, I hope he calls you.
Yes, he will because he's listening. He always talks on.
All right, then. So, Big Youth, call Ruthie, yeah? Happy birthday to Marissa Delcia. Levi Cummins is celebrating today. Brent Williams of Belmont, Claude Cambridge of Sign Hill. Happy birthday to Ella Batiste. Diolal Tufan in Trinidad is celebrating today. Liz Cordes in Villa, it's your big day today. Uni Young of Kingston, happy birthday, Uni. Belated birthday to a Delta Boyens of Fancy. And with that, I'm going to go back to the phone lines. Let's see who is there. Good morning, celebration package.
Good morning. My name is Kiara. The South birthday greetings to Rastaman I, to Wendell Lewis.
I am not hearing you clearly.
Wendell Lewis, aka Rastaman I, is celebrating today.
All I'm hearing is Lewis.
Rastaman I.
Oh, Rastaman I.
Yes, Wendell Lewis.
Okay. On the why you song so far away?
Because I'm in my car.
Okay. It's song as if you're in the shower.
Don't have a shower in my car yet, but that's coming.
All right. All right, take care.
All right.
So that was Carla. He said he's in his car and he will be here for 10. Well, that's all the names coming from my birthday bag. Let me check my WhatsApp. 2 messages in. Sending birthday greetings to Raphael McBornett of Camden Park. Greetings coming from his children and grandchildren. We love you, Daddy. Another one says, I'm sending out birthday greetings to Alma Ashton of Spring Village, North Leeward. Greetings going out to you from your 3 children, your grandson, and the rest of the family circle. We love you, Alma. At 9:15, I'll be checking in with Vin for the program Healthy Vibes, right here on your nice station. And maybe if you are having some health issues, and you probably want Vin to touch on that topic, send it to me via WhatsApp, and I'll ask Vin to put it in his healthy bag, and he can have a discussion on that. Let's see who's celebrating. Good morning.
No, it's not the celebration time. I'm just calling to... you heard me?
Go right ahead. I'm hearing you loud and clear. Like you under the weather this morning? You under the weather this morning?
I was there waiting patiently, but I didn't want to eat into anybody's time. So I'm just giving my view, or the view from the inside, in response to the view from the outside.
Okay.
This weekend should be a very exciting weekend for the official opposition in the country. Speaking about the new Democratic Party with their convention, annual convention. I don't know what number is this one. That takes place tomorrow in Pity Badel. And I know there's a lot of hype that has been building up during the week. So I expect that convention to be a very exciting one for the new Democratic Party. I hope that all is in order and they have a smooth running of all what they intend to do tomorrow. And let me congratulate those 2 new candidates in persons like Dr. Kishore Shalom for North Leeward and Mr. Conroy Huggins for Central Leeward. 2 very vibrant candidates. And I think every opposition individual especially supporting the New Democratic Party, will be very optimistic of the choice of these two candidates. So I want to wish them well. It's like a breath of fresh air for the NDP. And so I hope that those who can will make it to Pity Badel tomorrow for that what's supposed to be an exciting convention. So to the opposition, New Democratic Party, I wish you well, and all the supporters, be safe, especially in these very hostile times. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. Responding to Burton, he said, giving his views from the inside. In about 2 minutes' time, Vin will be checking in with me for the program Healthy Vibes right here on the Night Station on this beautiful Saturday morning. And especially the folks who are doing their usual Saturday morning shows. Yeah, and that's the day when I usually do mine as well. My laundry and everything like that.
She locked down, she hold so tight. Whether rain or shine, morning, noon or night. That's the only way to win this fight. Is she found the lock, and you can't get in. And she bedroom window lock, and you can't get in. And she bedroom window lock.
Good morning, Miss Bazin. And friends at home this morning. Remember coming up at 10, the program City View with Caroline, that's at 10. But in the meantime,
HD, double M, 3 to the C. I buckle out a spoon and I begin to dance. My head done gone, so I'm feeling to chant out you. And I bottle of rum. You don't need to whine on me in the party. I'm already drunk. One thing I need inside of the fete. Give me a bottle of rum.
good morning, good morning.
Love me, I'm totally drunk. My baby never cheat on me yet. Give me a bottle of rum. Cause I'm drinking whole night. And I'm whining, head nice. And I'm only smiling, baby. Drinking, just check me out, whining. I get you tonight, I'm smiling, baby. Give me a bottle of rum. Hey, signal the bartender.
Clock on my wall is saying that it's 9:15. So I await Vin. It's nice vibes on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday.
Don't be surprised if they're looking for me. You're crossing all day.
And tomorrow, the New Democratic Party will be having their convention on the leeward side of the island, heading down to Pity Badel. Yeah.
One thing I need inside of the fence. Give me a bottle of rum. I love my rum and the rum it loves me. I'm totally drunk. My baby never cheats on me yet. Give me a bottle of rum. Drinking.
Good morning, Stacy. She said today is her favorite day, and every Saturday she is excited. Simply because it's her favorite day today.
And my speech sorry. I say my speech getting complicated, but my driver done designated, so I'm on the road to get wasted. Yeah, so I'm overrated, cause I'm drinking rum by the cases, and I can't identify faces, so I'm picking a random bumper to jam down, girl, and that's how I really don't care if you come to wine, cause running on girl is a waste of time, and I think about love, what come to mind is rum.
All right, so I think now with that we have Vin on our side, so we're gonna take a break and we go straight into the program Healthy Vibes.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines, tomorrow the Caribbean. Nice Radio, 90.3, 101.3, 96.7 FM.
Everybody move, let your body move. Shimmy bang bang bang, dimmy bang bang. Keep on grooving, keep on grooving.
Nice Radio presents Healthy Vibes, a live health education program aired on this station on Saturday mornings. Healthy Vibes looks at the total person, physical, emotional, social, and spiritual, with emphasis not only on diseases and conditions, but also on the importance of individual, family, professional, and political responsibilities to health and well-being. Healthy Vibes addresses issues not often talked about. It is solution focused. So join us this Saturday and every Saturday for Healthy Vibes on Nice Radio. I am Vin Abbott.
It's all about healthy vibes on Nice Radio on a beautiful Saturday morning. And with that, let me say good morning, Vin.
Good morning to you. How are you doing?
I am nice, great, and wonderful. What about you?
I'm doing well. Sort of very, very busy with work and other things related. And hence I was not able to patch in before now, so my apologies. But I'm okay. Just busy and trying to get things out of the way. It's a long weekend here in Toronto. It's a Thanksgiving weekend here in Toronto. We celebrate Thanksgiving on the second Monday of October. We are ahead of the United States of America, so many activities are happening this weekend. The families are coming together to share, precious times together. Some folks who eat the turkey, well, that is a big protein source for this weekend. I will not have any part of that, but that is what the weekend looks like. The temperature is nice. It's sunny and all that out there. So it's another Saturday, and on our listeners, wherever they are listening to us this morning on Nice Radio, Nice Vibes, with yours truly, Vin Abbott here in Toronto, and Spice in the studio of Nice Radio, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And let me wish all folks in Canada, wherever you are in Canada, or if you're Canadian, wherever you are on planet Earth, we wish you happy and enjoyable Thanksgiving weekend.
The word well is a positive note there, so I will accept that one. You said that you're doing well. If I can recall, you mentioned that you are a very good cook. You were supposed to get back to me and tell me what was on the menu, what did you cook, and you said that you usually do very, very tasty dish. So since today's Thanksgiving in Canada, what would you be cooking today? What would you be preparing for your
I've
family?
been asked to stay out of the kitchen on this this weekend. My sons will be coming by with their families on Sunday, so I think they'll be cooking up a storm. I personally will be responsible for making sure that things are ready for the grandchildren and things like that. So, but I don't know about things like, I don't know if there'll be turkey. I think there might be like goat for those who want to eat goat. I would probably have some conch, right, and green peas and things like that, right? But I will not be in the kitchen per se. I will be doing other things to entertain.
They asked you to stay out of the kitchen. At least you should have been able to contribute to the menu. Seems like that didn't happen either.
Well, there are many ways you can contribute, to the happening in the kitchen. You
by
don't have
eating.
to actually do the
You
cooking,
can contribute
right?
by
You can help with
eating, right?
prepping.
You can
do the
contribute by
shopping
eating.
and things like that. You can do the dishes after and all of that. Because that's one of the things many guys run away from. Thanksgiving, folks like to eat and blah, blah, blah. Then the dishes to clean, the pots to clean, and all of that. Who's going to do that, right? So there are many aspects to preparing the dinner. You will know that, right?
You know what are some persons' contribution to the kitchen?
Sorry?
You know what are some persons' contribution to the kitchen?
Some person's contribution?
Eating. That's their contribution to the kitchen. Yes, they gotta eat.
I am sort of familiar with persons like that and all that. I don't know if there are any of them in your circle, but I know some persons all there who love to eat, and then that's it, right?
And you can't find them to even help. You can't get them. You cannot get them to wash the dishes or sweep or
Right?
nothing. But when it's lunchtime, when the bell rings, they appears. Hmm. They appears from nowhere.
All that has to be inculcated. All that has to be drilled into our young people, especially our men folk. Right, guys, I'm not teaching at you today, but from very early o'clock, right? Hey, man, you got to participate, right? If you want to eat, you got to clean. You have to learn to cook. The modern day man, the modern day
Right.
Caribbean man, and thanks to the Rastafarian, right? They taught us many years ago what it really means to be involved in the family, cooking and cleaning, taking care of the children, and going to schools and all of that. And and it's really, if you ask me, this is could be a serious discussion, but to be honest, I really don't have the time to get into it because I'm preparing a tribute for a funeral I'll be taking place in Florida this afternoon. But just to say that our folks, it should be a sort of a neutral gender thing when it comes to preparing food. Some of the greatest chefs on earth are men, right? But so it is a neutral gender thing when it comes to preparing for the family food, whether it be breakfast or lunch or whatever. And these are things that we should be teaching and helping our children to practice, to develop these skills, life skills from early o'clock. Not just the girls to cook and wash and eat and all that. Everything that a woman does to help maintain the kitchen, maintain the house, home economics, should be done by the men also, by the boys also, by the girls and all. For me, it's a neutral gender thing, and that is something that I've practiced in my family for years. My sons now, some of the best cooks you can find. They clean, they do just about everything. They shop. One of my sons is shopping for us for Thanksgiving dinner. Actually, he shopped last evening, and things like that. So this is a different world. It's sad to hear that there are some folks who just like to eat and sleep, and that's about it. It's really that is sort of a ancient kind of thinking and practice, if you ask me. Very sort of a primitive, when the men go out and probably just hunt the food, get the food, and then eat, and that's it. It doesn't cut well today. Sorry, guys. I'm calling it the way I see it.
Yes, it's always a plus when a man can cook. Gone are the days when the woman would stay at home and do all the house chores. That is long gone. So it's really a plus when a man can cook. Not only cook, but very tasty meal.
Yeah.
No.
If you're going to ask your woman to go out and work and cook and then clean, and then you come home and you eat and sleep and expect her to jump in bed with you and be the best partner possible, then you have to be a heartless man.
Now, the question is there's a saying that the way to a man's half is through his stomach. Does that stand anymore since the men now can cook and no longer wait for women to do it? Does that stand still? What do you think?
I don't know. I guess that's a saying that probably was relevant years ago. There are many other ways you can get to a person's heart, whether to whoever the spouse is, to your spouse's heart. Food is important, yes, and of course, that is a basic need, and all of that. But so that's important. But the other ways, your thinking, your personality, and really, there's so many things that are built around real positive relationships, right? Things that encourage that help to contribute to positive relationships. Of course, it is important when you cook, you eat well, and then also eat as a family. When we table, discuss, and all of those things that we used to practice years ago. Those things are still good, but there are many other things that are important to a person's heart, be it a male or female. And so I hear you. That's still true in parts, but there are many other things that aid healthy relationships. I strongly would argue. So Spicy, I unfortunately I don't have a lot of time to do, like I said, because I'm preparing a tribute for the funeral of one Lolene Doris Tittle of Connery, civil veterans this afternoon in the Connery area, and the ceremony takes place at the Connery the secondary school's ground or park this afternoon, I think, from 12:30 thereabout. So I want to extend condolence to the family members of Miss Lolene Doris Tittle. And all those who have lost loved ones, we extend condolence to you today. Remember, we are lifting you up in thought and prayer. And, may your loved one be of blessed peace. Spicy, today I just want to start a short series on coping with stress, building on material from the Heart and Stroke Foundation and the Canadian Mental Health Association, of course, here in Canada. So I just want to throw out a few things and pick up next week, if you don't mind. So I want to begin with stress. What is it? Sort of a working definition. Now, although we talk about stress, it often isn't clear what stress is really about. Many people consider stress to be something that happens to them, an event such as an injury or promotion, death in the family. Others think that stress is what happens to our bodies, minds, and behaviors in response to an event. For example, heart pounding, anxiety, or nail biting. While stress does involve events and other response to them, these are not the most important factors, argues this group, the Heart and Stroke Foundation and Canadian Mental Health Association. Now, friends, when something happens to us, we automatically evaluate the situation mentally. We decide if it is threatening to us, how we need to deal with the situation, and what skills we can use. If we decide that the demands of the situation outweigh the skills we have, then we label the situation as stressful and react with the classic stress response. We get to that in another program. If we decide that our coping skills outweigh the demands of the situation, then we don't see it as stressful. Makes sense, doesn't it? Well, everyone sees situations differently, and each person has different coping skills. For this reason, no two people will respond exactly the same way to a given situation. Additionally, not all situations that are labeled stressful are negative. The birth of a child, being promoted, or moving to a new home may not be perceived as threatening. However, we may feel that situations are stressful because we don't feel fully prepared to deal with them. Some situations in life are stress provoking, but it is our thoughts about situation that determine whether they are a problem to us. Let me repeat that. Some situations in life are stress provoking, but it is our thoughts about situations that determine whether they are a problem to us. I can elaborate on this some more. I will do that, in another program. However, how we perceive a stress provoking event and how we react to it determines its impact on our health. We may be motivated and invigorated by the events in our lives, or we may see some of them as stressful and respond in a manner that may have a negative effect on our physical, mental, and social well being. We respond in a negative way, our health and happiness may suffer. By understanding ourselves and our reactions to stress provoking situations, we can learn to handle stress more effectively. That is what we are aiming to do in this series here. So to end, what I'm suggesting we do here is to look at your stress index. I'm going to ask you some questions. You're going to score yourself, obviously. Again, I'll be going at a pace that might not allow me, so I'll be revisiting it. And so that we get a handle on it, you can create your own stress index based on things that you consider important to you in your life. This is based on some of the issues here in North America that people complain about, that people identify as possible causes of stress or how they respond to them. Now, stress can be difficult to understand. The emotional chaos it causes can make our daily lives miserable. It can also decrease our physical health, sometimes drastically. Strangely, we're not always aware that we are under stress. The habits, attitudes, and signs that can alert us to problems may be hard to recognize because they've become so familiar. Right? We settle for things and they're just there. How high is your stress index? Here are some examples of questions you can ask and score yourself. This is just one tool that we can use. Find out by scoring your answers to the questions coming up. So I'll ask a question, you say yes or no, and we'll score after. So let's go through this. For example, do you frequently neglect your diet? Yes or no? Try to do everything yourself? Yes or no? Do you blow up easily? Yes or no? Seek unrealistic goals and fail to see humor in situations others find funny? Yes or no? Act rude? Yes or no? Make a big deal of everything? Yes or no? Look to other people to make things happen? Yes or no? Have difficulty making decisions? Yes or no? Complain you are disorganized? Yes or no? Avoid people whose ideas are different from your own? Yes or no? Keep everything inside, bottled up? Yes or no? Neglect exercise? Yes or no? Have few supportive relationships? Yes or no? Use sleeping pills and tranquilizers without a doctor's approval? Yes or no? Get too little rest? Yes or no? Get angry when you are kept waiting? Yes or no? Ignore stress symptoms? Yes or no? Put things off until later? Yes or no? Think there's only one right way to do something? Yes or no? Fail to build relaxation time into your day? Yes or no? How about gossip? Do you do that frequently? Yes or no? You race through the day? Yes or no? Spend a lot of time complaining about the past? Yes or no? Fail to get a break from noise and crowds? Yes or no? Friends, how did you answer to those questions? So you score 1 for each yes and 0 for no. And how do we interpret the results? If you scored 1 to 6, like yeses, right? 1 to 6, this index, this model is saying that there are few hassles in your life. These are the interpretations, 1 to 6. There are few hassles in your life. Make sure, though, that you're not trying so hard to avoid problems that you shy away from challenges. That's if you scored 1 to 6. That's interpretation. If you scored 7 to 13, you've got your life in fairly good control. Work on the choices and habits that could still be causing you some unnecessary stress in your life. The suggestions are possible. There are suggestions here. If you scored 14 to 20, my friend, you're approaching the danger zone. You may well be suffering stress-related symptoms and your relationships could be strained. Think carefully about choices you've made and take relaxation breaks every day. And you can read more about stress and you can follow up next week and the week after on this series. We'll have some tips for you. If you scored above 20, emergency, you must stop now. Rethink how you are living. Change your attitudes and pay careful attention to diet, exercise, and relaxation. There are many suggestions that we'll be offering as we move forward in this book, which might help you live a healthier and happier life. Coping with stress, my friends, on the program today. That's what we'll be bringing into the program. I must apologize. I have to go with time management, gotta go. And Spicy, I want to thank you for being there. I hope to join you next Saturday on another program, Healthy Vibes on Nice Radio. Nice Vibes on a Saturday morning with Spicy. My name is Vin Abbott. Have yourselves a wonderful Saturday, the rest of it. And good morning to Plumy Lois down there in Miami. And I spoke with Proby last evening, famous bassist out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I know he's quite well. And I'm happy to hear that all those persons who have suffered as a result of the passage of Hurricane Milton, we are thinking about you today. Spicy, be gone.
I saw Plumy name on the list recently, so you could wish him a happy belated birthday. But Vin,
Okay.
So let me thank you once again for another segment of Healthy Vibes, and I trust that you get through with your busy schedule that you have today. So do enjoy the rest
Yes,
that is
double
left.
time management today, and I'll be okay with it. Thank you very much for your wishes. Thank you, Spicy.
All right, have a good day.
Everybody move, let your body move. Shimmy bang 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 bang. Keep on grooving, keep on grooving.
Nice Radio presents Healthy Vibes, a live health education program aired on this station on Saturday mornings. Healthy Vibes looks at the total person, physical, emotional, social, and spiritual, with emphasis not only on diseases and conditions, but also on the importance of individual, family, professional, and political responsibilities to health and well-being. Healthy Vibes addresses issues not often talked about. It is solution focused. So join us this Saturday and every Saturday for Healthy Vibes on Nice Vibes on Nice Radio. I am Vin Abbott.
Today, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tomorrow, the Caribbean. Nice Radio. 90.3, 101.3, 96.7 FM.
Got some 22 minutes now on to the 10 o'clock hour. And you have been listening to the program Healthy Vibes right here on your nice station. You can join Vin Abbott every Saturday from 9:15 for Healthy Vibes. Return at 7:30 for a view from the outside. Caroline will be coming in at 10 for City View. 90.3, 96.7, and 101.3. Got Spicy holding it down for Doug in the morning time. And talking about Healthy Vibes, I saw quite a number of persons yesterday in their workplace and several other places wearing the color pink. And the Ministry of Health on their page say, if you missed yesterday pink, you can catch them next week. Together we can support the fighters, admire the survivors, honor the taken, and never ever give up on spreading breast cancer awareness. So wearing pink is more than just a color, it's a symbol of hope, strength, and action. And this morning I'm wearing my pink t-shirt. Baby pink, if you ask me exactly which one of the pink am I talking about. So I have my phone lines going. I think I know who's on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Spice.
There you go. Beautiful Saturday morning to you.
Thank you, and same to you.
First lady in the house, and
First lady in the house.
Oh yes, and she's gonna tell you about all those mouth-watering things that you.
Yes, but before I do that, Spice, last week you squalled me.
Oh, I did.
Yes, you did. I was looking for you.
As a matter of fact, what time you get there and approximately what time you leave there?
Spice, we try to get down there for 12. Sometimes we get there before 12. Last week we were there before 12. We don't leave there until food finished. Sometimes we are there until 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, but just hanging. You got to come early, grab your food.
I don't think by the time I got home last week would have been somewhere around 8 p.m. Had some things dealing with. So I don't think that you would have been there at that time.
No, but all you have to do, you grab your food before you go home.
But I did not pass that side. I
All
was
right,
not
bye.
I was not on that side.
Okay,
All
okay,
right.
I got you. Yes, so I'm just inviting everyone. Come on out on the playing field. We are there today. Hopefully, we want to get down there by 11:30, quarter to 12, the latest. So you can come on out, get your local food, local juices. And if by chance you can't tell when last you had some nice cuckoo, corn cuckoo with okras, you can come on out and get some. We have fish to go with it. You have chicken, pork, turkey, everything we got on the menu.
What
So
kind of
come on
fish?
out.
What kind of fish?
Kingfish. Dolphin, sorry.
So
I'm so with my kingfish.
I'll tell you what. So put aside my cuckoo and fish. All right. I'll definitely
Sure.
pass and pick it up on my way down.
Okay.
And what kind of juice you have?
We have beet. You got guava, marby. We got sorrel. We got a lot of local juices.
You
and
have
lots of
Tambran?
flavors. No, I didn't do any tambran this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So make sure you put that aside for me. I'll pass and collect it on my way home.
Okay, so just the cuckoo and your fish. You
And
don't
the
want
fish.
anything on the side?
What are the things you have on the side? Some salad?
Yes, you can get some salad. You can get some green salad. You can get some pasta salad. You can get a little piece of plantain. You can get a little piece of sweet potato dumpling.
I would put it like how Randy would say, fix me up. You fix me up.
I like that. I like that. All right. Okay, Spice. So
All right.
see you later.
Later would be greater.
Thanks. That's
So the
right.
first lady would be on the Calico playing field, and she usually cook up a storm. Go and get your local dish on the playing field. Ask
okay.
As Jamaican would say, I saw the thing set up. The time is 9:44. Carla will be coming in for City View in about 10 minutes or so. We're reaching out to the folks in the diaspora. What's the weather like? Getting a little chilly, I imagine. Support logo. As you know that we are celebrating our 45th anniversary of independence this month, come the 27th of October. And before that, quite a number of activities are set, are staged before that day.
They shall slowly fade away. Then look along, we tell them say we stop fight. Get son of the done for them a come a act like them a you brother, them good.
No need to cuss and fight.
Watch them kill it pretty soon them a go. Go show them colors like a stoplight. Them color down a brass fight. Them hearts so dirty, want to discover with a scotch right. Them need a whole reservoir.
And there are those persons who don't want to make amends.
Find out. They are like the trees we can't blow. And I know dirty heart can wash with soap. The meditation is supply hope, and they shall slowly fade away.
Well, Granny tell me, friend, don't dream. So from the other day you see, friend, we don't keep a family we say because and everything we come and show to it and your friend. First, if you're making money, all leave enough. Last them way is like the sheep, back a little more peep. Watch them kill and leave a quick. Don't sleep, cause if you don't sleep, you won't see it. Boy,
when I call you friend, I see you as my brother. Always lie, but if I can't trust my brother-in-law, I tell you say I got to go 'cause I them deceitful heart, know them thoughts dirty. From them no clean and pure, we are cut them off, chop them off early. Smile up in your face, so big disgrace, we know them are dirty. See my friends turn enemy, I ask me far. No link, no far, no link, no far.
When your friends turn the enemy apart, so
me say no link, no far. It don't turn too far. On me brother, we go war.
Come on, brother. I hope they're ready. The Almighty will say with different gods, so you understand. Hear me now. No fear, turn.
Success. So you man the wise and the progressive. Stitches her. Follow that again now. Come now. Yes, it on me planet, on me great ambition. Yes, it on me planet, on me great ambition. Yes, it on me planet, on me great ambition. Yes, it on me planet, on me great ambition. When I was just a little boy, I asked my mama, oh, what will I be? Will I be a singer or a MC? And this is what she says to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Stitchy, just wait and see. So here when we do, get up very early, do some exercising, get myself ready, go to school in the morning. When school done, me come home in the evening. Use pen and paper, lot of lyrics. Me
Taking it back with Lieutenant Stitchy there,
entertaining, mash it up a yard. Them send me go a foreign.
who was one of the greatest reggae artists, and now minister. But recently, persons were saying that Lieutenant Stitchy is dead, but his wife says that he's not dead, he's alive and well. Following the circulation of the news that the legendary entertainer had died, social media went into a frenzy after news surfaced on several platforms claiming that the DJ had died. Stitchy wife Sophia told the Music News that he is still hospitalized, however, he is now responding with his eyes. A GoFundMe last month, they had a GoFundMe campaign. It was launched to raise funds for the reggae and dancehall icon. The campaign, organized by Sophia in a synopsis, noted that the Stitchy recently suffered a severe brain hemorrhage that left him unresponsive. And the statement further revealed that he needed a help in long-term care facility where he would be provided with rehabilitation care. The campaign appealed for support by way of donation to cover transfer, medical care, and living expenses in his home.
In me living room, me want TV and sofa and picture it of it up on me veranda. Yes, it on me planet, on me grip on me shun. Come now, yes, it on me planet, on me grip on me shun. Yes, it on me planet, on me grip on me shun.
Are you in a good mood this morning? If not, what are some of the things that are getting you down this morning?
A little boy, I asked my mommy, how will I behave? Will I rock?
Are you well?
Husband, and this is what she says to me.
Physically, emotionally, and psychologically. How are you this morning? I hope that you are in the best of health and that no one is getting you down. Sometimes there are those persons who would try their very best to steal your joy. And look for a way to disturb you or looking for some means of confusion. But don't pay them no mind. You gotta stay strong in this your time. 90.3, 96.7, and 101.3. Let me say good morning to the folks that's the folks in Kingston this morning. And good morning to the folks at the fish market. Yeah. Wherever you are this morning on this beautiful island, let me say good morning to you. I'm getting ready to take my leave.
I keep you rocking and swing.
Getting ready to take my steps. You can join us next week. That's next week, Saturday, God's willing, for another segment of Nice Vibes right here on your nice station. That's 90.3, 96.7, and 101.3. I am going to give way for the brother Caroline, and he would be coming in to keep your company right up until sometime this afternoon. All right. As I said, that this month is a celebratory month, and I'm leaving you with the late Walter Porter with one called Celebration.
Temperatures rising. It's getting higher and higher and higher. Feel the heat generating. In the streets as the music plays, the people break away. Got me a fine lady. Wow, she dancing so close to me. She really turns me on. Telling me, let's dance to the soca. Let's dance to the beat. Come on, let's get down to the soca sound. La 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 la. It's a celebration. La 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 la. A soca celebration. La 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 la. All across the nation. La 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 la. Let me see your motion. Well, well. So. All the party people, they're jumping higher and higher and higher. Feel the place vibrating. From the pulsating sound that the DJs play, see the children break away. Come on, people, we're jamming, and we ain't gonna stop. We're taking it to the top. Come on, baby. Let's dance to the soca. Let's dance to the beat. Come on, let's get down to the soca sound. La 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 la. It's a celebration. La 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 la. A soca celebration. La 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 la. All across the nation. La 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 la. Let me see your motion. Well, well. If you wanna have some fun, just grab someone and come on down. Party people on the move. Come on, people, let's check this groove. Party's getting hotter. The music's getting sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. I'm so happy that I'm part of this get down that drives the people wild. Everyone's so happy. They're dancing, winding through the street, moving to the soca beat. Did you hear me? Let's dance to the soca. Let's dance to the beat. Come on, let's get down to the soca sound. La 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 la. It's a celebration. La 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 la. Soca celebration. La 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 la. All across the nation. La 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 la. Let me see your motion. Well, well. A celebration. It's a celebration. All across the nation.
music will make you feel. Yeah, let's celebrate. La 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 la, la 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 la. It's a celebration, a sweet celebration. Oh, oh, wanna get down to this funky sound. Get down to this soca sound. La 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 la. So we writing too many calypsos with women's names in them. They don't know what we are going through. I have to lay this one on you. I've been hanging out in a disco, checking out a calypso show. Met this chick named Juanita who asked me for a set.
It's CTV Multimedia Saturday Show on radio. 90.3, 96.7, 101.3, Nights Radio.
But she hold me so, she wouldn't let me go. I tried to run, she pulled me down. Juanita, I'm afraid to dance with you. Juanita, I'm afraid to dance with you. Afraid how you hold me, afraid the way you squeeze me. You put a hug on me. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I am afraid. I'm afraid to dance with you. See Juanita dancing, she went from head to toe. I tried to get away, but she wouldn't let me go. Now Juanita in a spin, everybody watching. Man, I feel so ashamed, it was so embarrassing. When she hold me so, wouldn't let me go. I tried to run, she pulled me down. Juanita, I'm afraid to dance with you. Juanita, I'm afraid to dance with you. Afraid the way you hold me, afraid how you squeeze me. You put a hug on me. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I am afraid. I'm afraid to dance with you. Calypsonians, they're standing just looking on. Tommy and Pompey said they were warning me, but she holding on to me, showing off her body. Man, I feel so ashamed when she starts to call my name. And she hold me so, wouldn't let me go. I tried to run. She pulled me down. Juanita, I'm afraid to dance with you. Juanita, I'm afraid to dance with you. Afraid how you hold me, afraid the way you squeeze me, you put a hurt on me. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I am afraid, I'm afraid to dance with you. Juanita, oh Juanita, Juanita, oh Juanita, Juanita, Juanita. Now she start to whine, Juanita, almost blew my mind. Juanita, now she on the ground, Juanita, see how she's spinning around. Juanita, she holding on to me, Juanita, wouldn't set me free. Juanita, oh Juanita, 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 don't hold me. Juanita, it's don't hold me. Juanita, I come to a party, you shake my body, you in a corner, I want to soca, come and dance with me. Oh, I come to this party, now I want to shake my body, you're standing in a corner, and I want to dance to soca. Get down, get down, get down, get down. Juanita, oh Juanita, Juanita, oh Juanita. She hold me so, won't let me go. I tried to run, she pulled me down. I'm afraid. Juanita, oh Juanita, Juanita.